Hello students. So in the previous session we discussed about the traditional and modern approach of recognizing all the transactions and categorization of transactions in different type of accounts. Now in today's session we will learn that how to put that transactions in the form of journal. What is the process of preparing journal? Fine. These are the transactions. First, started business with cash. I hope all of you have done and tried. Now this is the time to match your answers. So first we will match through modern approach. Okay, we are doing through modern approach. The first transaction is started business with cash. Two accounts involved, cash and capital. The cash is an asset, capital is capital. If you remember, in modern approach we categorize all the accounts in 5 senses. One, assets, then liabilities, capital, expense and revenue. So cash is increasing, that's why it should be debited. We use DR for debiting. And capital is also increasing, and if we increase capital we credit it. Fine. The next, the rules, all the rules which we are discussing, which we are applying in today's session, we discussed in a very elaborate manner in our previous session. So those who are watching this video for the first time, they can go our previous video to watch all the rules and learn all type of transactions to be done through modern and traditional approach. Okay. Now come to the transaction 2, deposit with the bank. The cash again is an asset, bank is also an asset. If we are depositing cash into the bank, the cash is decreasing, and in the same manner the bank is increasing. So it should be debited and it should be credited. Then when we come to the third transaction, bought furniture. Furniture is a fixed asset. So it comes under the category of asset, which is increases. This is increasing, that's why it should be debited. Cash is again an asset, and this is the most liquid asset in any organization. This is the most liquid asset. Okay, so our asset is again decreasing, so it should be credited. When we purchase goods on credit, our expenses are increasing. So expenses if increases, it should be debited. And supplier is the giver, a liability. If we purchase goods on credited, our liability increases. So if liability increases, then it should be credited. So this is the way we categorize all the transactions. First step is always find out what type of accounts are involved. These are the accounts involved. Then what is the nature of account? This is the nature of account. Then what is the impact? What is the impact of transaction? What is the rule behind it? And then we decide that it should be debited or credited. With the help of modern approach. With the help of modern approach, we have 3 golden rules. So what are that 3 golden rules? First, now we start transaction 1, cash and capital. Accounts involved, cash and capital. The cash is an asset, that's why it is a real nature. And what is the rule of real nature? Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So we record all the transactions from firm's point of view. So in the firm the cash is coming in, so it should be debited. Capital is the amount contributed by a proprietor. So the amount contributed by the proprietor is a personal nature account, and rule of personal nature is debit the receiver and credit the giver, and in this case the proprietor is giver from firm's point of view, so the proprietor should be credited. The proprietor is represented by the term capital. We never write proprietor's name in books of accounts, never. Now the second transaction, deposit with the bank. This is cash and bank. So cash is an asset, real nature, and in this case cash is going out, so it should be credited. And bank is a personal nature account, because this is an artificial person. Personal nature account, debit the receiver. Bank is receiving on behalf of our company, so debit the receiver. If we bought furniture, then furniture and cash. Because nothing is written, so we always assume that this transaction is for cash. Furniture is an asset, real nature. Cash is also real nature. Furniture comes in and cash is going out, so it should be debited and it should be credited. Now bought for goods on credit. Purchases is an expense, and debit all the expenses, nominal nature. Debit all the expenses and credit all the gains. And who is the supplier? Second party involved is supplier. Supplier is again personal nature account, and he is the giver, and it should be credited. Okay, so होप आप लोगों ने जो भी इसके आंसर्स निकाले होंगे उनसे आपने मैच किए होंगे, एंड यू विल बी हैप्पी, आपके सब सही होंगे, राइट? दैट्स गुड. सो आवर नेक्स्ट इज जर्नल. जर्नल है क्या? हम जिसकी बात कर रहे हैं जर्नल की, व्हाट इज जर्नल? जर्नल इज अ प्राइमरी बुक on the basis of various documents as per verifiable objective principle. All the transactions which we enter in the books of accounts must accompanied with some documents. They are called source documents. So this is the primary book in which all the transactions are to be done at the very first time, and they are to be done in the chronological order. Chronological order means date wise. All the transactions are done date wise, and that's why this is called books of original entry. That this is the first book in which all the transactions are to be done. Okay, so in the next slide we will do that how to prepare journal. This is the format of journal. In the first, date, then particulars. This should be a bigger column because this is the main column in which we will write journal entry. This is the ledger folio. Although in practical purpose this column has a use, but for our purpose in academics, for preparation of journal, we never use this column. So but we have to prepare because this is a part of journal. Ledger folio. अभी हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में सीखेंगे कि लेजर क्या होते हैं, लेजर कैसे बनते हैं, तब आपको इसका सिग्निफिकेंस हम तब डिस्कस करेंगे, अभी नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है. डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट. आपने अभी जब जर्नल एंट्री करनी सीखी ट्रांजैक्शंस, देन यू केम टू नो दैट वन इज डेबिट एंड another is credit. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Because we are following dual aspect concept. We are following dual aspect assumption that every transaction has double effect. आपकी बुक का नाम भी क्या है? डबल entry bookkeeping system means every transaction has double effect। ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होगा कि किसी भी transaction का single effect हो, ठीक है। So how to prepare journal? Suppose in 2020 April 1 the amount contributed by proprietor in the business, so cash account is debited, we write cash account, this is the way, and we put debit here, फाइन, दिस इज डेबिट। आपको कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है यहाँ पे लाइन डालने की, आपको सामने एकदम डेबिट लिख देना है। एंड कीपिंग सम स्पेस आइडियल, इतना स्पेस छोड़ के, टू कैपिटल अकाउंट। ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड ये दोनों ट्रांजैक्शन ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होनी चाहिए, और ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं होता कि जहाँ ये ऊपर वाली ट्रांजैक्शन ख़त्म हो वहाँ से हम टू लिखना स्टार्ट करें। आप फर्स्ट डे से अगर अपना जर्नल अच्छा बनाना सीख जाएंगे तो जब तक आप अकाउंट्स पढ़ेंगे आपके अननेसेसरी मार्क्स डिडक्ट नहीं होंगे, बिकॉज ये फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल है जर्नल बनाने का, एंड यू कांट चेंज इट। सो दिस इज द वे वी राइट अ जर्नल एंट्री। द ट्रांजेक्शन विच इज़ टू बी डेबिटेड राइट डाउन फर्स्ट, द ट्रांजेक्शन विच इज़ टू बी क्रेडिटेड राइट डाउन इन सेकेंड कॉलम। Then if the amount is 1 lakh, we put 1 lakh like this। कॉमास लगाने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, अदरवाइज आप लोग कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर देंगे, और अकाउंट्स में सारा खेल ही कैलकुलेशंस का होता है। रुपीज़ लिखना इज़ कंपलसरी, बिकॉज अगर आप डिनोमिनेशन स्पेसिफाई नहीं करेंगे तो आपसे बड़ा घोटालेबाज कोई नहीं है। सो इफ़ यू हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट, यू हैव टू पुट डिनोमिनेशन हेयर। देन कॉमास लगाना आपके भले के लिए, बिकॉज उससे कभी भी आपकी कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक नहीं होंगी। अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, जो भी क्रेडिट हो रहा है उसके पहले प्रीफिक्स टू लग जाता है, और अकाउंट हम यहाँ लगा देते हैं। फिर हम लिखते हैं नरेशन विच इज स्टार्टेड विद बीइंग। इट कैन बी स्टार्टेड विद फॉर और विद, हम इसको फोर से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, बट हमारे कुछ ट्रेडिशंस बने हुए हैं, इसके पीछे कोई लीगल एस्पेक्ट नहीं है, सिर्फ ट्रेडिशनल्स हमारे हैं अकाउंटिंग को करने के, कि व्हेन वी आर डूइंग अकाउंटिंग ऑन कंप्यूटर्स वी यूज़ फॉर, एंड व्हेन वी आर पुटिंग एंट्रीज मैनुअली वी राइट बीइंग, बट देयर इज़ नो स्पेसिफिक legal aspect behind it. This is just our tradition which we are following. Okay, you can change it also, this is all your wish. So being amount contributed by proprietor, this is just the statement. You put a line like this. This is the way we prepare journal. Then whatever the date of next transaction, suppose April 5, purchases account debited to cash account 50,000, we write 50,000 here, being goods purchased, that's it. Narration, this is called narration. Narration is the explanation of a journal entry. Okay, this is must to write, but इसमें आपने बहुत सिंपल लिखना है, just the explanation what is to be done in this entry. So I think the more you practice, the more you become friendly with the journal. So in case of any doubt, feel free to put your query in comment box, or you can mail to me at rajshreetutorials@gmail.com. Thank you so much and good luck to all of you.